Fall is my favorite time of year, and I love celebrating autumn with flowers. We've dedicated a Life in Bloom episode to autumn decorating, as well as many more video projects on ubloom.com. Fall is a perfect time to decorate with flowers, including Thanksgiving, of course. My grandpa, Carnation Joe, was born on Thanksgiving, so I have plenty of fun stories to share. We'll talk pumpkins, stained glass corn, and a Lush Rose Centerpiece. It's all about autumn flowers this week on Behind the Bloom. Flowers set the mood for every season and any holiday. Autumn is flush with flowers in so many colors and varieties. A visit to your local flower seller will get you in the mood. Order the perfect centerpiece or tablescape, or create it yourself for autumn and Thanksgiving. Cal Flowers is a proud sponsor of Behind the Bloom podcast and Jay Schwanke's Life in Bloom, where flowers and autumn go hand in hand.
Hey, Jay, how's it going?
It's good. How about you?
Good. I put on my fall flannel for our autumn episode.
I love that. I love that. Are you a fall liker? Do you like fall?
I do. I love fall. I love when all the
It's my
leaves start
favorite.
changing. Yeah, me too.
It's my favorite season. I hate summer.
Oh, okay.
Hate it with a passion. My favorite is fall, next winter, and then spring, and then summer.
Oh, wow.
And it's just because of the heat. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
I just don't like the hot. I'm not a hot person at all.
I love when the weather starts feeling cooler and you can open the windows and look at all the leaves. Yeah.
Chicago is so pretty in the fall, too.
It is.
You have so many fall-colored trees.
Oh, and Grand Rapids, too, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I've strategically planted it. Like, I have a locust tree. I like it because it turns yellow.
Oh,
I have a ginkgo tree because it turns mustard yellow. It's so pretty. I have Chinese or Japanese maples that are just gorgeous that change. I have a couple of maple trees in the yard too because I like that maple. I like how they change. We have a tulip tree and it has big, huge leaves, but they get yellow and they're so pretty. I mean, I love all that. And I love the way it smells.
Yeah.
There is a organic smell about fall. Because the leaves get wet and they're starting to decompose. And
right.
My friend Els, who lives in Des Moines, Iowa, I just love her. She's from the Netherlands. It was so funny. She would always tell a story about how when you go into a flower shop in the Netherlands, it smells like moss or organic material, and it smells like plants and fresh foliage and flowers. It's true. That is exactly how it smells. And she said, and then you go into a flower shop in the U.S. and it would smell like a vanilla candle. Because they also sell you vanilla candles too. And she'd say, when I go into a flower shop in the Netherlands, I say, it smells so good, I want some flowers. And she said, I go into a flower shop in the U.S. and I say, it smells like vanilla, I want some cake. And I'm like, that makes so much sense to me.
Yeah.
Because I think it should always smell like flowers, or it should smell organic. And that's one of the things that I love about it. And I love it when it gets crisp in the air. When I did not live in Michigan 30 years ago, I lived in Nebraska, and I would come here to create books for the John Henry Company. I always felt that Michigan had such a beautiful fall, and I would always say, I'm going to retire here. And that was before I'd even met Cal or I knew anything, and I knew that I was going to live here.
Oh, so you're in the right place, Jay.
Just I'm so glad I live here because, and we track the peak season, and it's like peak season is a couple weeks away and, and everybody's like, it's going to be here and different parts of Michigan. It's a certain time in Traverse City, certain time in Petoskey, certain time at Cadillac, certain time in Grand Rapids. They track it, so that you know where you can go see the best color. I love that. And then the apple barns and so now the Fulton Street Farmers Market, every other week, the donut guy comes, and he's the donut guy from Ann Arbor. So it's a 2-hour drive to get there, right? Mm-hmm. But it's a completely organic orchard, and they have organic apples, they have organic apple cider vinegar, they have organic apple butter, and apple cider, and then they have donuts that are organic donuts. And they're buttermilk and pumpkin and apple. And he's there every other week. So we mark the calendar so we do not miss. And we're there right away so we can get them. And then my other secret to the donuts is that because the donuts were made the day before because they got to drive over from Ann Arbor, right? Mm-hmm. I heat them up a little bit in the oven.
Oh, nice.
So it's a warm little sugar-coated, pumpkin or apple donut. And it's so good.
That sounds good.
So good. It's insane. So yeah, I love that. I love fall. I love fall. It's the best.
I love it too. We last fall went, apple picking, and we were like, "We're gonna just go all out and every weekend do, like, a different fall activity and just soak it up as much as we can," and went apple picking. It was so much fun and it had those big, like, posts where you reach up and pull the apples down into, like, a hook,
Yes.
and brought, like, so many home, and we were eating them as fast as we could, but we were like, "We need something to do with this," so we made applesauce, which was so much fun.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
making applesauce.
Yeah.
And I go completely back to the Brady thing, but, we'll talk about the Crane Dance girls in a future episode, I'm sure, because we went to visit them, but they have pork chops. And so when we have applesauce, we have to have pork chops because of the
Oh,
Brady Bunch, so pork chops and
pork
applesauce.
chops and
Yeah,
applesauce.
right. But why reside in the house with the best pie maker of all time? Kelly makes apple pies.
Oh. Oh, you're lucky, Jay.
So good. Oh my God, I love that. Do you decorate with corn shocks and
Yeah, we get a little bit
I
pull
know
some
you're an
stuff.
apartment, but
Yeah,
I mean, but
some, like,
yeah.
smaller, like, gourds or, so we'll go to
Yeah,
some of
oh,
these, like,
exactly.
markets, and if
Yeah,
there's
yeah, yeah.
something you can buy to just put in the windowsill, we'll do stuff like that. So, yeah, yeah.
And I love a hay bale because you can always move the hay bale into the garden and use
Oh,
it to
yeah.
mulch in stuff, so that's helpful.
Yeah.
Somebody was telling me the story about how my friend from Minnesota was telling me about she put corn stalks on her porch one year, and it attracted all the field mice.
Oh, no.
'Cause she still had the corn on the husks, and so
Oh.
the field mice were on her porch eating the corn and the corn husks, and she was
Oh.
like, "We need to do something about this." So I
Oh,
thought,
no.
"Oh, that's interesting. Okay, good."
So do you have any fall traditions, Jay?
Fall traditions, let's see. Really fall is the time that we put everything to bed in the garden. That truly is a tradition because we have about 35 container gardens, so we have to empty the 35 container gardens. I compost all of those materials. We wait for the hostas and stuff to be all laying down on the ground because that's the strength, and a lot of people cut them off. But we wait and let them all lay down. I like One of my favorite things is when we walk the dogs, there's so many leaves in our neighborhood, and when the leaves are crunchy, we walk through the crunchy leaves and we like extra shuffle our feet through there. It just kind of reminds me of the Charlie Brown special.
Oh.
And that is part of our watching the Great Pumpkin also is part
Oh,
of,
okay.
a Halloween tradition for us as well. And there's also a Christmas thing for us is The House Without a Christmas Tree, and it's a story about a family that grows up in Nebraska. But they also have a Thanksgiving special, which is about a guy with a horse. And that's all I will say, except that Grace was shocked when we watched it and
Oh, okay.
how it all went. So if you want to see that, it's called The Thanksgiving Treasure, which is
Oh.
part of that. There's a trio of movies. It's about a little girl who grows up in Nebraska.
Oh.
And, yeah, and
Oh,
so
I'm
it's
intrigued. I
so
wanna
that's good. Yeah, so,
Okay.
yeah, The Thanksgiving Treasure, and you'll have to see what happens with the horse. So,
Okay.
I will put pumpkins out. I like the pumpkin stacks.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think I said that in our Halloween episode.
Yeah.
I like to do the pumpkin stacks, and I think that that's fun. I love heirloom pumpkins because 'cause they're just so unusual,
Yeah.
and they're just so many different sizes and stuff like that, and at our farmer's market, there are people who grow thousands of them. There's one place that I love to go to because they have a son who is the expert stacker.
Oh, okay.
And and I'll say, "I want a stack 4 foot tall," and he will stack them, and then that's your stack you bought. And
Cool.
he's an expert at it, and it's so great, and they bring him just to stack the pumpkins, and
Cool.
it's wonderful. So I love that, and I think everybody has kind of their own little special thing, and fall obviously is a little bit longer, and so it was interesting. As a kid growing up, my grandfather was born on Thanksgiving Day, 1900,
Oh, wow.
and so he was born in the house that I grew up in. It was a Sears home, and it was like a long shotgun home, and then later on, there was an adapter kit, and they cut off the 2 ends and made a cross out of the house, and then they could build a second story on top, and so that was the house I grew up in, and my grandfather was born in the bedroom, which was at that point in time the kitchen.
Is this Carnation Joe?
Carnation Joe, yeah.
Okay.
So he always had to have Thanksgiving dinner in the room in which he was born in and eat the turkey leg.
Oh, that's a cool
So
tradition.
my grandpa would take his plate to the kitchen because we were all in the dining room at the dining room table. He'd take his in the kitchen and eat in the kitchen.
Oh.
So yeah, he was born on Thanksgiving Day, November 26th, 1900.
Oh, so you have a
So,
special
yeah.
attachment to Thanksgiving just
Yeah.
outside of the holiday. Like, there's a whole
So here's the other part about that. Since my grandfather's birthday was Thanksgiving, you and I, RJ, will be able to physically hear the people cheer when I say this. Okay. He would not allow any Christmas decorations in our store until after Thanksgiving. Only fall and Thanksgiving arrangements and decorations.
People are cheering.
And we did an incredible business with fall decorations
Cool.
and door swags and corn that you could put on your lamppost and all this stuff because my grandpa insisted on it. So here was our Thanksgiving tradition. We would have Thanksgiving dinner at 8 o'clock in the morning, which means my mom would start the turkey at like 2 a.m. And
Wow.
we would have Thanksgiving dinner at 8 o'clock. We would wrap up dinner and we would all go to the store and decorate it for Christmas open house, which was the following Saturday and
I
Sunday.
gotcha. Yeah.
So we had to move in 27 trees and we had to decorate everything. And we had to work like, and so that really put a damper on Thanksgiving per se because we all had to work.
Okay.
And it was so early. But I love the fact that we didn't get out any Christmas decorations. So we here in our home don't get out any Christmas decorations till after Thanksgiving. I mean,
Okay.
I like that it stuck with me. And I really enjoy the fact that it's just, Christmas. It's that Christmas comes at Christmas time, but Thanksgiving and autumn is celebrated. And that's why we created an autumn special in season 4, episode 414, Autumn Harvest, because I wanted to show people what they can do with that. Also decorating for Thanksgiving. I think that that's the other thing. Even in that show, we have a special show where everybody would say to me all the time, I don't like fall colors. Okay, so there's one where we make an all green arrangement with a green pumpkin. There's another one where we used our favorite flowers to make a Thanksgiving arrangement because those are the flowers I'm thankful for. And
Oh,
I think the thing that's so interesting about it is remembering that Thanksgiving is a time to be gathered with people and be thankful and list the things that you're thankful for, or just remember those things. We even have one of the shows we have is a Protea show where we make a ring of Protea for fall and then we put a candle in the middle of it. Candles are so this is my yet a little off color story about Thanksgiving and my grandfather. But we would also, when we were all ready, there would be a table and there would be 2 candles on the table. And my grandfather would say grace. And he would light a candle in grace. While he was saying grace, he would say, we light a candle for those who cannot be here today. And we light another candle for those who have passed on.
oh,
And so that was a really great, tradition. Well, my grandpa smoked 3 packs of Camel no filters every day, so he is a smoker, had a lighter in his pocket.
hmm
So he's in the middle of of saying grace and he pulls out his lighter and it's like flick, 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 and it won't light.
oh,
And my grandpa, he's like flick, 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 damn it. And then he lights the candle. And so now our family tradition is to light the candles and we light the candles and you flick, 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 damn it. For those who
oh.
cannot be here and for those who have passed on. So he died, but I mean, it was a thing and we all just broke up laughing because it was so funny, but
Yeah.
that was my grandpa. I just think it's really important to have those traditions and have it. I mean, food is really important to me at
Mhm.
Thanksgiving. It needs to be good. That's my whole theory. I can't believe I'm going to tell you this. So
Oh, I'm excited now.
I know, right? I tell it at all my shows and people always laugh about it. But it's funny. So when you go to Thanksgiving and people would like bring something from the grocery store, I was always just like, seriously, come on. Cause everybody would like gather and they would bring certain things, and I'm always very attentive. Like I want real mashed potatoes and my mom was the person who would fix potato buds, no real mashed potatoes, butter, heavy cream, turkey's roasted and they're coated in butter and garlic and they've got rosemary and Kelly's going to make, an apple pie. He's going to make pie. pumpkin pie for people who don't like that. It all needs my nephew Nick makes these amazing garlic rolls that are the most
Oh,
fabulous garlic rolls in the whole
yeah.
world that are our number one recipe on the website. And so everything is perfect, right? Everything's so good. And Grace always says to me, "Your Thanksgiving dinner is so good." I
Oh,
just dream about it because everything is going to be delicious. And that's really important to me, okay? Because Thanksgiving is important to me. So I would just kind of and we had so many families and we'd have to go to all these family things on Thanksgiving. And so we never got to have our own Thanksgiving, and then you would have bad food sometimes, and somebody would bring like a Jello salad from the grocery store or a potato salad from and I'm just like, what in the world? This is Thanksgiving. One year we decided we're just going to have a second Thanksgiving, and we're only going to invite people who we want to invite or who we like or who would appreciate the good food.
okay.
And so the first year that we did it, we had Grace and Nick, and we had Kelly's mom and her best friend. And we took a picture and posted it online. And someone said, "Oh, second secret Thanksgiving? We weren't invited."
Oh, no.
And I was like, "Yeah, because it's only people we like."
Wait, you told them that?
Yeah, and it's only people who bring good food, okay, and who appreciate good food.
Yeah.
So everything is good. And so if you ever get an invitation to Second Secret Thanksgiving, you'd be very special. Kelly's mom is gone now, and her friend Lorraine is in a nursing home. And so Second Secret Thanksgiving is just me and Grace and Kelly and Nick. It's just the four of us
Okay.
because we're the ones that appreciate it and we're the ones that love it. And it's become a tradition for us.
Okay.
And so Second Secret Thanksgiving is, one of those things. And so we do not celebrate it on Thanksgiving because everybody has busy things to do.
Mhm.
So we always have it at a different time and it's Second Secret Thanksgiving and no one knows what it is. And so we have Second Secret Thanksgiving.
Oh.
People would come up to me after the shows and they would just be like, "I want to be invited to Second Secret Thanksgiving." And I was like, "I know, but what are you going to bring?
Oh, yeah.
And do I like you? Yeah, do we have to be careful of what we say or anything?" So, Second Secret Thanksgiving is like this crazy tradition. And it's, and it's not so much a big deal, but it's just, yeah, but Second Secret Thanksgiving is a thing for me. Did you know flowers perform best in clean water with the precise food? Chrysoflower food is formulated by scientists to prolong the vase life of flowers as much as possible, and it's easy to use. I always choose Chrysoflower food because it feeds the flowers, resulting in vibrant color and enhanced fragrance, while also keeping bacteria levels down. My personal favorite product is Chryso Professional 3. If you want to experience the benefits, Chrysoflower food products are available at their website, chrysoflowerfood.com. That's CHRYSAL flowerfood.com. And be sure to use our discount code UBloom10 for 10% off your purchase. Support the joy of flowers. The Life in Bloom Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to flower education and inspiring a love of flowers in everyone. The foundation helps fund the production of Jay Schwanke's Life in Bloom on public television, making it possible for viewers across the country to enjoy the beauty and benefits of flowers. The foundation also provides free flower education to high schools, colleges, and floriculture programs through ubloom.com, helping students and future florists bloom in their own careers. Your donation in any amount makes a difference. Plus, all contributions are 100% tax deductible. If you'd like to help us continue sharing the power of flowers, visit thelifeinbloomfoundation.org to donate today. Thank you for your support.
But wait, so Jay, has anybody broken the barrier and gotten invited to
No one has gotten in yet.
Okay.
No one's gotten in yet. It's a very close group. It's a very close group.
Okay.
So yeah.
I think Amanda and I are going to find out what day it is. We're going to show up with a bunch of good food and
yeah, you have to bring
Jay
good
and
food.
Kelly.
You have to bring good food. Yeah, it involves a lot of champagne too.
Okay.
And but I make fresh whipped cream. I'm gonna do that. The best week of corn I've governed, and then that's when I cut the corn off the cob, and it's marked and in the freezer for Thanksgiving. Everything is perfect for that day, and everything is delicious and,
Okay.
yeah. So,
Let me
yeah,
let me ask you a
Thanksgiving.
question then, Jay. So does the quality of regular Thanksgiving drop off at all because secret special Thanksgiving is gonna be so superior?
I don't even do regular
Oh,
Kelly and I
no,
don't have to
okay.
go anywhere for Thanksgiving, so we don't
Okay.
even do it.
I
We
gotcha.
just we'll probably, who knows? We'll make something probably weird, or we might make
Yeah.
cinnamon rolls for breakfast or something. And
Okay.
okay, so here's the other thing about Thanksgiving too is the turkey sandwiches afterwards are
Yes.
extremely important.
That's my favorite part is the leftovers.
And then we make the turkey noodle ring. And so turkey noodle ring is also a recipe that is on our website. And I do have to tell you that someone wrote me a letter and said that they thought my turkey noodle ring was the most disgusting thing that they'd ever seen, the most disgusting recipe and why would I serve that slop
Oh
on
my
my
gosh.
it's the one time that I wrote a negative letter back to someone. And I said, you know what? You don't have to watch. You really, truly don't have to watch. But turkey noodle ring was something that my mother-in-law made for me
Oh.
from the leftovers of Thanksgiving. Now, something that she would always make for Kelly's family too. So they grew up and it's like a comfort food. It's egg noodles in a mold. And then you pour in like an egg mixture and it kind of coalesces into like a custard. So then you can flip it out on the table and you've got this mold of noodles. And then you fill it with cream turkey and then you
Ooh.
cut it off and then you sprinkle Parmesan cheese over the top of it when you're going to eat it.
Oh, that sounds good.
And it was always made in this special metal dish that my mother-in-law had. And so when she passed away, we got that dish. And I actually carved I carved Nana on the side of it so that I could always remember that that was it.
Oh.
And I would go to her house and set up her Christmas tree the Saturday after Thanksgiving, so then she would make noodle ring because it was my favorite dish that she made that I love. What I think is so interesting about that is I thought it was the special metal dish, which helps, but it was the love that was put in it.
Oh.
That's what it was. And
Yeah.
when I make turkey noodle ring now, and I make it for Grace, and I make it for Kelly, and I make it for Nick, and they say, "You put the love in. You
Oh.
put the love in." And this week I got a glass dish at an antique show. And so I was very excited because normally I have to use a grapefruit knife to kind of loosen it from the metal pan.
Oh,
With
yeah.
the glass one, it just pops out.
Oh.
And it's just as good because it's not about the pan, it's about the love that you put.
Oh.
And so what I would say, I will back up to anybody who picks up potato salad or anything at the grocery store. If you put the love in it, it's still going to be okay. Because it should be about love, it should be about kindness, it should be about being around people that you're thankful for and people that you love. That's the whole thing is I sometimes feel hypocritical if you're gonna go do something because you have to. "Oh, we have to go here and I hate it." Well, the energy you're bringing to that isn't helpful. I just feel like it should be special,
Oh.
and it should be you should always do something because you wanna do it, you're supportive of it, you wanna be kind, you love those people.
Yeah, and especially that time of year too, around Thanksgiving. Everyone wants to be together and bringing the love. That's such a good message, Jay. I love that.
My favorite
Yeah.
that Thanksgiving segment in that episode, when I make that, I made it of all my favorite flowers, and it's a centerpiece that has gardenias in it. I love gardenias. And it was funny, somebody wrote to me and said, "I hate the smell of gardenias. I could never have that on my Thanksgiving table." And I said, "Then you don't have to.
Right.
It's not for you. Not for you. You should make it out of what you love."
Yeah.
And it was really neat because it turned it around because she was like, "You mean I could make it out of pink roses and pink roses are my favorite?" Yes. Yes. It doesn't have to be fall colored. It can be whatever you want it to be. And if you know what? If you want to have pizza for Thanksgiving, then have pizza.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Right. It's
It
just
doesn't have to be a turkey. If that's your favorite thing, do it.
yeah.
You should,
Yeah.
and I think that that's wonderful. Make whatever you want. Make
Right.
whatever you want, invite whoever you want, surround yourself with people you love, and be kind and have a wonderful time. My mother used to fix the biggest turkey she could find, and we would have like 56-pound turkeys. She would have to take the racks out of the oven and then she would put empty soup cans on the bottom so that the roaster would set on the cans and not on the boiler,
Oh.
the heating element, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They were so bad. They were so dry. They were so because it was big was important to her.
Okay.
She wanted it to be the biggest turkey.
Didn't
It
cook
was
well.
did not cook well. And she would always be nervous that it would get done. I think that that's a very important thing. Let's not undermine that. But I think at the same time, you have to be sure that it's done. But it was so dry. So I will tell you the secret. I learned the secret from Martha Stewart. It works well with anything, with a chicken or a turkey or a duck or whatever. But when you take a lemon and you stab it a whole bunch of times with a fork, and then you stick it in the cavity along with whatever else is going in there. If you're going to put garlic in there, if you're not going to put anything in there, or if you're going to put stuffing in there, or whatever you're going to put in there, but put that lemon in first. And I cook 2 turkey breasts, and I stick that lemon up inside those turkey breasts and just kind of make sure it's wedged up inside there. It is moist and delicious every single time. Every
Oh,
single time. Martha
okay.
Stewart, crazy. Crazy that I would have learned that from her, but I love it and it works. And I use organic lemons. Sorry, so that's what I use, but I'm just going to tell you, I think it's a great idea. And
Oh.
I love that for making it nice and moist because it should be moist and delicious. And yeah, and I home make my gravy and it's all there.
Oh, I'm ready for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving food.
I know we should not have
Yeah,
talked about this.
I know.
And what I always say to people is I always wish people that they have a great Thanksgiving and that they get turkey noodle ring. It is in the Better Homes and Gardens cookbook. It's in an old one. I always coveted my mother-in-law's picture book and it was like a 3-ring binder. I don't recall even who got it, either like Kelly's brother or Kelly's sister got the cookbook. So I found one and ordered it online. That was a vintage one as well. And when it came in, I took it out of the box and there was a paper clip on one of the pages. And I opened it up and it was on the noodle ring recipe. And I
Wow.
was just like,
Oh,
this was
that's,
the cookbook I was supposed to have,
yeah, wow.
and I've left that little paper clip there. And
Oh,
I think that whatever your tradition is, build it. It's about community. It's about family. It's about chosen family is also very important. I mean, some people are not fortunate to have a wonderful family. And chosen family is just as important. And if your chosen family is your pets, or if it's your neighbors, or if it's, your friends, whoever that might be, gathering together, having flowers on the table, having good food, having a good time is the perfect way to celebrate Thanksgiving and autumn. I mean, I know they get tied together really quickly, but I love having decorations. And that's what that autumn special that we created was about, was things that you could decorate your house for all of fall. We did stained glass corn too. And
cool.
stained glass corn is one of my favorites. I just love stained glass corn. So for those of you who don't know, it's harvest corn. I guess we would call it Indian corn. That's what everybody called it, right? But stained glass corn, all instead of being like yellow or being fall colors, it's purple and pink and blue and green, and it's
Cool.
so beautiful. So the stained glass corn is just lovely. My friend Craig grows it for me,
Oh,
and I just love the stained glass corn. And it's great in an arrangement that's all purples and pinks and blues. So if those are your colors, that's okay. I mean, I think you should be able to do whatever you want.
yeah. That's such a special message, Jay. I love it. I
Right.
mean, yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And flowers are a huge help when it comes to doing that. Is flowers are a huge help to do whatever you'd like.
All right, well, I think that's about it for
All right.
autumn.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy
I
Thanksgiving,
I
everyone.
wish you beautiful turkey and noodle ring, hopefully afterwards. There you
And
go.
and Jay, people are gonna be showing up at your doorstep on special secret Thanksgiving, wondering, "Is it today?"
Yeah. No, it's not. We'll lay on the floor and turn out the lights.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us this week on Behind the Bloom podcast with Jay Schwanke and RJ Poole. If you loved what you heard, be sure to follow or subscribe so you never miss an episode. And share it with a friend to help us spread the joy, one bloom at a time. Thank you for taking the time to slow down with us. And hopefully you left feeling a little lighter and inspired to try something new. Make sure to join us next week for a brand new episode. Thanks for being here with us, Behind the Bloom. Hey, just one more thing. If you love flowers, you've got to check out ubloom.com. It's the online home of Jay Schwanke's Life in Bloom, where you can stream every episode for free Plus, you'll find behind the bloom videos, my blog, show recipes, and so much more. There's also a massive video archive, over 1,800 how-to videos, flower farm documentaries, and even my very first series, JTV. All Life in Bloom episodes, exclusive web content, and farm documentaries are totally free. Just sign up with your email. And if you're ready to dive deeper, there's a paid subscription option that unlocks the full library of how-to videos. Everything from creating bridal bouquets to centerpieces, corsages, and more. Tons of content to explore. You're gonna love it.